walk into a scene.
Yeah.
And so that's one piece. I don't know if I think it's only one. Yeah, so
It's yours.
that's my piece. Yeah.
And this is Jerry. I'm blanking on your last name, Jerry. Jerry Benya right now. And this piece, I think was, or actually, no, wait. I'm totally messing up right now. This is Galileo's piece. I'm tripping. So yeah, this is Galileo Gonzalez's piece. He is working with like street aesthetic, almost like the type of like drippy paint that you see like on the walls when like people tag and stuff, and like using this like fence motif and throughout his work. And yeah, he like is really into punk music and punk shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And like I feel like that aesthetic really comes through in his work. And also he does a lot of like flyers for shows and stuff, so he has like a lot of like text in his work, I think. And this is Gloria's piece. Do you want to talk about her work? Because you share a studio with her.
Yeah. Tell us a little about Gloria. Gloria's
I'm
art.
like hardcore fan for Gloria, by the way.
So I wish Gloria was here though. She would, but she usually has like her canvases, and she does like layers of like the warm and cool colors, but she always kind of goes in abstract forms of like inspirations through her, like her hikes of like sage, or like landscape of buildings, or like there's like paintings that she would do of like they would tag, but then they would buff it out, but with color patches on it. So like stuff like that would like inspire her to like paint, like and then she would, some of her paintings or her latest series, where she would cut pieces out of her canvas paintings and then weave into those spots and those little pockets. So it's just kind of constructing and then deconstructing it, and then just in the process of that, it would be like her meditation state, you know, and how she deals with things and how everyone does. But she's just always in that kind of state in her work.
Yeah, so Gloria and I had just finished being in this exhibition in Westminster at Art Supply Warehouses. It's a store, like an art store out there.
Yeah.
At one of their galleries, the Catalyst Gallery. So she just did a workshop on this last week with a few ladies from that area that take workshops or take classes there.
Yeah.
And yeah, something I wanted to mention about a lot of the artists in the collective is like we're art educators, you know, like Monica teaches at LAUSD, right? Do you want to?
Yeah.
Or I'll just say in general, and then I'll pass it
okay,
to her.
yeah.
But yeah, like I work at a senior center teaching art there and in Norwalk actually.
Nice.
Francisco's worked as like a teaching assistant at Ryman Arts, which is he's an alumni also, you know, like. I think Diana Franco works at LACMA in like arts ed there too, and Gloria's been teaching in Wilmington or San Pedro.
Marlene?
No, Gloria.
San Pedro.
Yeah, so Gloria just started teaching in San Pedro also, like a class for both adults and kids, and probably missing a bunch of other people who have been teaching.
Of course, it's a big group, so.
Yeah. Annie Chang used to work at the Long Beach Parks and Rec, teaching seniors there too, and she also used to teach the classes at the senior center in Norwalk. I don't know. There's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, you just mentioned the ones that come to mind right now.
So I guess how I started in the teaching programs was Slanguage gave me the opportunity to teach for the youth, because through Slanguage I also work for them as well too. So we kind of coordinate for the youth and for the teenagers for the STAC, Language Teen Arts Council. So I got the opportunity to work with the juniors, and through that, I just fell in love teaching. You know, like where you can be the inspiration, you can be there, like kind of guide them and help them figure out, just kind of navigate the world through arts. And through Carly Diaz and Mari Davila, I work for the LAUSD After School Art Program. And then, and then I teach for US Arts and Design Academy in Irvine, and then just different opportunities that I'm able to continue in the arts education. I think it's very important, and I really enjoy it.
I don't know. Are we talking about teaching? I think I've only been doing like the teaching assistant, I guess, and I think that's part of the collective as well, that we have different approach to it, to what we want to do, right? So I think a lot for many of us is natural to teach, because it's sort of what we are passionate about and what we like to show other people that have similar interests as us. So I think we have different approaches. I think for me, maybe it's like when I go outside and do plein air painting, or sort of the exhibitions that I have. And I guess the teaching assistant really helped me work with the youth, and and striving to go into a higher education in the art school. And that was through Ryman Arts, and where I was part of it in high school. And so, but now it's a little bit about Ryman Arts. Well, yeah, I mean, because I went, I mean, last time we went into depth what it was, but you know, essentially Ryman Arts it's a kind of a weekend art school for high school students that show merit in the arts, and they go through a process of getting selected, and once they get selected, they receive a scholarship to take college level art courses similar to the ones that we took in our courses as college students. And so I don't know, you want to continue?
Yeah.
More slides? Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of give that background, you know, like we also have a lot of people who work in like different museums and galleries and stuff. Like I mentioned, Gally works at MOLA, Francisco works at MoCA, Jerry works there, Sarah works there. I don't know, you know, so like we're like everywhere. We're spawning, man. But this is Charlie Banowitz painting. And he has like this like symmetrical composition. It's like psychedelic, like you can kind of see it from like both perspectives, like if it's up or down kind of thing.
Yes.
And he actually graduated with us too, I think. I can't remember. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
In 2014.
Those are like landscape paintings, right? So these are landscape paintings, and super like hype. I guess he goes to certain areas where you see colors that you won't normally see in nature. Yeah, Alaska, right? So he's sort of, that's why you see this really high fluorescent colors, because they're, I guess, colors that he sees when he goes in these areas that not a lot of people see on a daily, right? He's like a wilderness guy, you know? So that's where these paintings are originating from. So, you know, it's
Yeah,
not
I can see in his work that.
Yeah.
That's what I saw first. I was gonna say it was like a landscape, but.
Yeah, so he has like kind of, but he I think he was like in illustration for a while.
Maybe, yeah.
So I think like for me when I'm seeing the slides, in our school there was sort of like a division, which was sort of like it was interesting that, you know, in the division I meant is like there's two schools in the painting program, where it was about somewhere, I guess it was called contemporary, which was more invested in theory and not in abstraction and sort of the process. And then there was a figurative school or a direction where, you know, you took more life drawing, learning how to draw from observation, a little bit more on technique, I would say sometimes. And so you would see, all these portfolios, there's people that were in either or. So, you know, for example, I did more figurative, so I was more that, and then there was like what was it? Like Adrian. Adrian was more like contemporary, right? So that's why you see his work being more about talking about breaking down the canvas, you know. So there's different approaches to that, you know. Where so you know, I'm making stories here is like kind of pushing abstraction and observation. So at the end, where there was this division, sort of, and it was mostly with the professors, maybe, right? Like that kind of what happened. There was your abstract professors, and then your figurative instructors, and so there was that create that division. But afterwards, you see that it, you know, at the end, it didn't really matter. We just all kind of worked together, and it's not about
that didn't follow in the FA, right?
I'm sorry?
It didn't follow like division in the FA.
No, it didn't. And that's sort of my comment to that it doesn't, you know, that regardless if we're like figurative classically want to do classical paintings, you still exhibit with abstract or conceptual ideas. And so that's something you'll see as you go through this portfolio on slides, that there's a vast majority of what we all practice under this one building and have carried on and are sort of coming together. You know, it's not versus versus like in our history, you know, there's always been like these scenes, right? Like there was your pop movement, there was your abstract movement, and so I guess now that I see it's like sort of this new approach that's kind of been destroyed, and we all work together, you know. So
yeah, but I think also being in that type of environment where like you have something that's like pushing more towards representation, and something else that's pushing more towards like abstraction, like it's good to kind of be in that hybrid, because you have to develop both skills at the same time. And sometimes in schools you don't even get any of either, you know. You kind of just get like, I don't know, I feel like we're super lucky at Cal State Long Beach. Like it's a great school. The professors are great. I learned a lot from all of them, and really I feel like really privileged to be able to have that experience.
Like a 4-year college, you know. When you I don't know, I feel like now that I'm more out in, you know, the galleries and seeing what other people are doing that went to art school, I think there's a sort of trend, you know, there's a feel to it. They're like, I guess you go to that school because you want to study under these professors, and you learn this one method of making art, of seeing art, where maybe at Long Beach we got to see both sides, you know, both conversations, and not just be in a school that's just strictly learn how to draw or strictly learn about the practice or the theory behind it. So you know, it's a mixture of what we got at Cal State Long Beach.
Yeah, which I feel like is more real life, you know, like you were saying, figurative stuff is like being exhibited right next to like abstract stuff. You go to a museum and like that stuff's not really like separate, you know what I mean?
Most
like
of the time.
Yeah, and so that's not how life works either, you know, like, so yeah. But here's, did it go? Oh, shoot. Fuck.
I think that's the next one.
Yeah. So this is Diane Williams' art. She is doing these photographic, or these performances in a way, where she's making these mixed media sculpture headpieces where they are made out of paper and wire, and she's putting herself, I think this one is a self-portrait, but she's putting herself in this environment that's kind of like, I'd say like timeless, and she's responding to right now like identity, and also like immigration, and she's really working on this body of work with the figure and the body and the woman, and like really having this like dialogue of just introspection, and like uses a lot of like animals in her work also to kind of like kind of use that as a like a metaphor, you know. But yeah, you guys should definitely check it out. And this is Elizabeth Carranza's. Is just one shot of like stop motion animation that she did, which was really cool. She's been working. She also did one of the paintings for the Allery, the Joshua Tree installation in Bixby Knolls. And she works at Art Chalet, and has like offered us so many opportunities. Like we first showed with her at this open call show that she had done with her friend. What's their name again? The collective that they're the DJ. No.
Oh, wait. The DJ collective.
I need to give a shout out.
The DJ collective. Right?
See, I'm blanking.
Is that Lulapalooza?
No, bruh.
No.
Anyways, sorry, Liz. I totally forgot. It'll probably come back to me later. But yeah, she's really amazing. Like
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
Is it?
Or was that the show?
This is
Kaleido
live. This is
Crew.
live.
Kaleido Crew. That's what it is. Yeah. So y'all should check them out.
Kaleido Crew.
Yeah, they're a group of DJs and like
It's like female DJs.
yeah, female DJs like do amazing like projections too to like go with the music. It's awesome.
And they're also in Long Beach.
Yeah. She actually lives in Long Beach.
Okay.
Yeah. Not all of them do, but
Yeah, but
yeah. But it's really cool. A lot of like, I don't know. I'm really bad at describing music, but like electronic type stuff. But that's like, you need to listen to it, man. Yeah. Let's see. It goes. This is Emily Babette. She's currently doing her master's degree in Indiana, and she uses the figure in her work a lot, and like patterning and yeah,
But
like
it's like what? It's not like witchcraft though, right? Because there's an element. I mean, so at the, goth.
Yeah, that
yeah,
means,
there you
like-
go. Yeah, because I know it's not witchcraft, but it's like different elements.
yeah.
I mean, because I don't know how to describe it. Because it's
just
sort of,
dark.
It's
Okay,
kind
dark.
there's some darkness to it, but
Yeah.
that's why you see in that portrait like the black, what is like shapes on the background. It's like Victorian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a Victorian. So all her pieces are sort of have that approach of darkness, occult-like sort of narratives. Because she also does like tarot card drawings that are all. So yeah, so that's like that piece, and you'll see that on the collectives that everybody's own background comes out, right?
Yeah. So this is Jeff's piece. This is actually one of the paintings he did and exhibited right when we graduated. It's a huge painting, like 6 or 7 or 8 feet wide by like 6 feet tall, probably. Worked on it in the studio for like hours and days, and yeah, I think he was trying to do like the two worlds of like, I don't know, like earth and like underground, or I don't remember, but it's really abstract and
Jeff's he's like an outdoorsy guy as well, and into the psychedelics, the alternate state mind, and sort of so that's what you're seeing. You're seeing sort of this golden state connected to the earth versus this what's not healthy for the environment. So that's sort of what you see in his artwork, these spaces that have to do about the environment, where so that's why he does these massive paintings. They're like landscapes,
Yeah.
they're immersive. So that's Jeff's work.
No, it is amazing.
Yeah.
yeah. And this is Jerry's piece. Hey.
Whoa.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh.
Oh, okay, cool. So he's working with a lot of mixed media right now. There's like a raincoat jacket at the top left, and it's called Bun Fight.
Bun
That's the
Fight?
name of the piece. Yeah, I'm not sure why. But yeah, he works with mixed media, like paint, and like he's been working with like tarps and like cement and I don't know, having like he's had also like interactive pieces
Yeah.
where like yeah, he just does like installation kind of pieces where like I don't know, it was like, do you remember the piece that he did at First Fridays? Like I'm not sure.
I think so. I think Jerry's kind of coming at like materials for like painting for
Yeah.
canvas. You know, his all materials are found, so he goes and finds his objects.
Oh, he finds his objects?
Yeah, like dumpsters and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah?
that, and does
Interesting.
yeah. So like this is not stretched. This is like a canvas, just raw canvas that he painted. It's not, and he just kind of hangs it. Um, Sometimes he hangs it against the wall. Sometimes he just lays it over something, and I think his artwork kind of comes at the fine art world, like the politics of it,
Yeah.
like what is fine art, and so I think that's what I see in his work, and sort of knowing the guy, is
Okay.
sort of he's coming at it like what is this conventional ideas of painting and how to exhibit it, and you know what is fine art. So I think that's what you're seeing here, because these are all found objects, paint that he probably got for super cheap at Home Depot or something like that, you know. So anything that was available at the moment, and so that's one way that I would describe his work, you know.
And let's see, did it go? And this is Patty Lomelli's work, Patricia Lomelli.
Patricia.
This piece, I feel like she uses the figure a lot in her work, and this is kind of like a few different people like coming together in a group, like in the water, and I think there's something really like, I don't know, like mystical about it in a way, but also like heavy. She works a lot about
Is it oils? Is it oil?
yeah, this
Yeah.
one's oil and also mixed media, like this like fabric that those squares at the top with like the dots.
Yeah.
It's like this fabric that she cut up and put onto the painting, and she's been talking a lot in her work about immigration and like the border and like
Yeah.
crossing the border, and yeah, her drawings and her paintings are really beautiful. I think that like compositionally, you know, there's something always really interesting about them. And did you want to talk more about her work, Francisco?
I guess from having classes with her, I would say that there's a lot of reference to Mexico, because she
Okay.
does. She's like not from Guadalajara, I think so. She's can't exactly remember, but a lot of her upbringing was in like Mexico and South America. So I think that there's a lot of influence in her artwork about growing up out there and sort of the family structure, and so that's how I see her work. And it has a lot of, I think she uses a lot of blacks in her palette, and so it does bring this sort of dark essence to it, like it's like mystery to it, right? The black, it adds mystery. Like when I'm looking at this one, seeing all those black heads and combined together, you know, it's this sense of mystery that you just not sure.
This is Marcos Andrade's work. So he's, I think, one of 2 or 3 that studied photography at Cal State Long Beach. Marlene Tafoya also studied photography there. And he recently just joined the collective, maybe like in the fall. But he
that's
worked,
recent.
yeah, but he worked super hard on the mural, the Guernica inspired mural at
Yeah.
Far Bazaar. And yeah, he actually had a lot of great ideas. Everyone had a lot of great ideas like for that project, but not all of them, you know, like came into fruition. And he does like sound art, and he's also in a band. I can't remember the name of it right now, but yeah, and I didn't take that many classes with him, so I'm not too sure what this piece is about, but I'm going to ask him later. And where'd it go? This is Marlene Tafoya's piece. So this one's called Bang Bang. And is it a picture of her or someone else? I don't know if it's a picture of her, but it's a picture of these legs that are going up, and there's a gun with an upside down American flag coming out of her crotch.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that she wanted to have a really provocative piece like installed. This one was also in Far Bazaar, installed, and like in that form of response, you know, to like what
the current,
to things that were happening. And I think that it's a really like strong and heavy piece, you know,
definitely.
And yeah, and but I think that it's important to like have that ability to express like the things that you want to say, you know, like, because I think I personally see it as like, you know, like what kind of climate are we living in terms of like a guy as a president who can say whatever the hell he wants to say and like grab somebody by the pussy. Like, if you can say that, like, then okay, like what kind of imagery should you use to respond to that, you know what I mean? Like, and
this definitely,
it's really strong, you know. And I think it's blatant, but it's also like, I don't know, I think that it's interesting. Did you want to talk about it a little?
Yeah, you wanna?
Nah. But yeah, I think that women and like people of color still have a lot of like shit that happens to us, you know what I mean? Like, and yeah, it's important to respond to that and react to it too, you know, like, fuck those assholes.
And then as an artist, you have those abilities, you have that, you know, that you can express it like that.
Yeah, exactly, and not be afraid to do that too. This is Monica's piece.
Yeah, you want to tell them?
So she'll tell you a little bit about it.
So I like to just go in the abstract form of my artwork. I like to color. I like to just draw, keep it simple, just keep it like a meditation state.
Yeah.
So this is a series that I was doing. This is called Moonlight, but it's just pieces where I tend to not want to focus on humans, not want to focus on the world or the news.
Which is in contrast.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. But this one is just, there's always going to be migrations, wars, and I feel like as a human, do I always have these conflict ideas, like, do I have to respond to that, or can I just kind of isolate myself and have my own peace, have my own sanity in this chaotic world? So this is where I find it, but I do believe as artists we have a responsibility to kind of do something for the community or have a voice out there, because others don't have this platform.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like I approach it through the arts, through the education. So where I teach these kids or in the different communities that I'm involved in, that's where I preach. That's where I do my art, community safe. But when it comes to my art, at times I just kind of want to just paint, just want to just have the end of the day of the work, just go to my studio and just have this time to reflect. And sometimes I don't know what I'm doing these pieces for, like Francisco said. Like I can relate to him that, where I'm just in the process of making, you know, but over time I have the time to reflect and see why I'm making these different pieces. But yeah.
Is that the only one, or there's?
I think there's a couple more.
No, by.
Oh, by her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
We could go on the website or follow me on
Yeah,
Instagram,
that's the point,
Facebook.
man. Little tastes.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Bocadillos. And this is Romina del Castillo's llama painting that she's done like so many like series of paintings of them. Most of them have been on like 4x5 or around that scale. And she's actually from Peru, and she grew up there and moved to like Chile, and then came here to like the LA area. And yeah, so she's really, I think that the llama is definitely her spirit animal. And yeah, she's definitely one of the people who like helps coordinate projects in the collective, and helps steer us and everything. So yeah, a lot of the times she also does portraiture work with like charcoal drawings.
Yeah.
And also like just dealing with like that representation of people and like having their identity come through, you know, and also working with mixed media, like different type of pastels and stuff.
This one is oil, or?
This one I think is acrylic and oil, and I'm not sure. I think the base is acrylic though, that fluorescent. But this is Sarah Walsh's piece. It's a like didactic. It's like 2 pieces together. And did you need this?
No. It's just in my throat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know.
But yeah, she does a lot of landscape painting of like LA, and she was doing some paintings when she graduated of like the like landscapes of like Palestine and like the bombings and stuff. I kept one of those, and yeah, she does mostly representational like landscapes and some figurative stuff. This is Vanessa Gamboa. She's working a lot with like pattern in this painting, and with like saturation, and it's like almost like the figures almost blending into those shapes. And yeah, I think that compositionally it's really like active, and yeah. This is Victor Ortega's piece. I feel like he uses a lot of like texture in his paintings, and here's his little like right here, his little puppies right here and right here, and yeah, he's like worked pretty hard on like this series of paintings of like figures and like this like peachy blue beach landscape environment, and the paintings are super thick, like the paint, like
the texture,
it takes forever for those paintings to dry. He cakes it on.
Layers and layers.
Yeah. And this is Yi Lee's piece. She's actually going to school right now in San Francisco. She's graduating from MFA. So she was the only one from me and Francisco's group to go on to grad school. There's probably like 4 people right now in the collective who are off to grad school. Sorry, I need to take water.
Oh, we're
yeah, and so she's working a lot with installation, and painting and abstraction is something that she's always worked on and developed. I think this is the last piece. I wasn't able to get everyone from the collective into it.
Yeah.
But this is Yide Elaine Kwak. She works with landscapes also, and like saturation and nature, but like abstracting nature too. And yeah, that's like generally most of
the artwork
people's
from.
work. But I did miss quite a few. I think probably like 15 or 10 people. So sorry.
No, I
You
mean,
gotta
they
check
can always
out the
go check out the website.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it FA?
fa4collective.com.
.com.
Yeah. So we have some information of like the past projects that we've done.
Future.
Yeah, and some future projects. And definitely follow the Facebook and Instagram for, let me go back to that spot. For, do you want to go back? Just press previous. For the current projects that we're working on. Like I mentioned, this upcoming Friday, March 3rd, we're going to be at First Fridays in Bixby Knolls. I think like March 26th or 24th, we're going to be in San Diego.
Yeah.
Galileo has some work up right now at MOLA. And Frank Romero's retrospective is up right there too, which I think FA4 Collective and Squeeze are going to meet up March 5th at MOLA. I haven't told the collective yet. But yeah, like a lot of us are just going to go and like chill and see the show there. So if y'all want to meet up with us, you should come and just chill and get to meet us and stuff. And yeah, but we're really thankful for allowing us, having you allow us to come on the show and everything. Thank you so much, Efren. It's been really great.
Thank you guys, just because, like I said, I was trying to, because I've been sick and I can't really say much. I mean, I'm trying, but like, as I try, it gets more raspy, I'm like coughing. And I didn't want to keep interrupting or anything, that's why. And the more info you guys are putting out there, the more it's better. So people know
FA4 Collective. Yeah. So, yeah, I think just like general last thoughts, you guys.
Monica.
I don't know. I'm very grateful and happy that I'm in this collective and how to just navigate through different artists too. And hopefully I do want to have a space where we can do like maybe workshops, like, so if we ever do get a space, like I want to start programming in there as well. And yeah, just very happy and just excited for the future though, like of like what we can make, what we can build together as a team and as individuals too, and the people that we're able to meet, as yourself and just future fans too, and working together too, so I'm excited for that. So thank you everything.
I guess what I would say the collective is essentially what I really enjoyed what we have that meeting with Sandwich when with Sandwich it was trying to say when we graduate from college, a lot of people, we all get into college and we know what to do, graduate, and then it's like, how do you make it,
Yeah.
Reading, study to be doctors or lawyers, where there's certain paths that you take that get you to those positions. You ask artists how they got there, they're all going to tell you a different story. So I think this is a bunch of young people just trying to make it happen and taking all the different resources that we've learned when we were as college students. And now as, we have different positions, whether it be teaching, working for the city. You were working with the city parks, right? Or art counselors of Long Beach, working at an art museum, working with other nonprofits. And it's just combining those resources together to help one another. And so that's what you see, someone thinks of a project, and we have a pool of artists that could participate rather than asking random people to help you out. It's sort of, you could think of something and throw it out on our group, and you'll most likely find 3-4 people that are interested, and from that it just turns into a larger project. And so how I see it, it's right now these are the people that we're gonna work later down. One conversation that we had, like, sort of with Language or like other organizations, was that it's sort of that gets you into those shows, those galleries, are the people that you met earlier. sometimes you get into the shows because you know somebody, and that I think that's happened to me a lot more lately, and that it's the people that I know, who I met, that I've built relationships with, that are inviting me to the shows or participate on certain programs. And so that's how I see the collective. It's just a pool of artists that are out there to succeed in painting. Painters, just making it happen for ourselves. Not waiting for someone else to recognize our talents or our work. So we're out there to make it.
Yeah, and I think that's something really important that you say, like, like we make our opportunities for ourselves, you know what I mean? Like, we don't wait around for somebody to be like, oh, I have this really great show that you should be a part of, or like, oh, you should have a solo show at my spot or whatever. It's like, we kind of just like collaborate with each other and find like partners and like, or develop partnerships and stuff. And I really think that people shouldn't be afraid to like reach out and be like, hey, can we do this project? Like, but you obviously have to like show up, be there, like work hard, like all of that stuff goes into it, you know what I mean? So, and I feel like everyone in the collective has really exemplified that, and I'm really happy to be working with everybody. And like, I don't know, I just think everyone has their own voice, and that's something that we have to continue to like support each other in. And yeah, like just super excited to hopefully do more workshops with the community. And if anyone out there needs some teachers or workshops, contact us, fa4collective at gmail.com, or just hit us up, direct message us, whatever. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for having us here.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you, Francisco, Monica, and Cynthia, for coming by and taking the time. Just come share with us what FA4 Collective is about. Yeah. And as you said, it's only like beginning, and you guys develop into like as you're saying, one of the goals is like a nonprofit, or just to kind of help each other out and that network as you go. Thank you
so
for
much.
coming by, and again, I'm sorry because been with this cold.
No problem.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you guys have any shout outs to anybody watching home.
Shout out to everyone who's watching. Yeah. Thank you so much. Peace out.
All right, I'm gonna change this to me. Okay.
Thank you.
Perfectly clear. So this is the day. It's finally arrived. We're going away, traveling light. I look into your eyes, and my heart is swept away. You're the perfect holiday. Perfect holiday. Yeah, 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 yeah. Over the heartaches of yesterday's mountains, we've been through the eye of the storm. So this is the day, it's finally arrived. We're going away, traveling light. I look into your eyes, and my heart is swept away. You're the perfect holiday. perfect holiday.
Hey, what's up, everybody? So yeah, thank you to sorry, I still got the cough. FA4, Francisco, Monica, and Cynthia. I got it right. Yeah, and I always like to, like I said, invite everybody who could come by and share with us the work they do in the art world. That way, either you see them on the show, you guys can collaborate with them. And what I'm doing right now is actually going over our in-house voting that we did for last week's art battle. And you guys, it's keeping it fair. I'm gonna go online right now on Instagram just to see. I'm gonna have to do some math right now, and you guys know I'm horrible at that. All right, so let me see. This is online. Online, Messiah is at 84. Tomo is at 99. Azul is at 97. So we have 3 more for Messiah. 1 more for Tomo. So Tomo, he's at 100 right now. And Azul is at 103. So yeah, the winner is Azul. If you're watching, congratulations. It'll be in the history books, the Eskwilax Hour history books. Yeah, she gets to the $100 cash prize for Azul for her painting. I didn't get the title for it. Sorry. I just labeled as Blue Queen. That's what I put it on the little sheets. It's not the official title. It's just a name that I came up with on the spot. So yeah, thank you guys for participating on last week's art battle. Tomo, Messiah, and Azul. There were like 3 more artists that weren't able to make it because last week was like when it was like storming in LA and it was just difficult to get around. Hopefully the next one, the summer, because I'm trying to do at least 3 a year. Next time we get Tomo, Messiah, and Azul to come back on and just have more artists participate. We'll try to like go do like a GoFundMe where we can get a bigger prize, just so like besides coming and competing, the artists get to come and share their work and people can watch them make it live, at a speed that is, I don't think everybody can paint that fast normally, because we mentioned a lot on the many episodes that everybody paints in a studio or in like a space that is where it's just you and not like 3-4 more artists competing against you. So yeah, hopefully, like I said, we have one in the summer and then back towards more towards the end of the year. And with this, I sign off the Eskwilax Hour 101. So congratulations, Azul, on your win for the first Eskwilax Hour art battle on episode 100. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next Friday. Thanks to FA4 Collective for stopping by, and Francisco for bringing them by. I will. Yeah, you wanna say something? Right.
Thank you guys for coming or seeing us.
Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. 3, 2, 3. Tease. Peace.
I got away
once said my name. Now she won't even weave it into a phrase. Well, Mama would say, but you get no blame where you can walk away, leave your head on straight and your soul without dirt and your heart without dirt. Oh, 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 nah, nah, hey. Oh, nah, nah, hey. Well, I've got away. Yes, I got away. Well, I've got away. Oh, my world ain't been the world to which I came in, and my heart ain't seen this type of pain since I left it for me. And then I lost my mind, I started a corner led by, let my soul go on higher, let my soul go on higher. And if you won't see me now, let your presence on now. Don't want your love, no, anyhow. I left them daisies on your back. And then I lost my mind, I started a carnal advice. Let my soul go on higher. Let my soul go on higher. If you won't see me now, let your presence on now. Don't want your love, no, anyhow. I left them daisies on your mouth.
confess to your crimes.
But I'm just a poor picture box operator.
You and your drum box are a curse upon our fair community. Which?
The drum box is pure evil. I saw the devil in that thing.
No, that was just Rick Shapiro. He is a stand-up comedian.
My brother did the dance of the devil.